Hello everyone, this is a tutorial I'm creating to show you guys how to set up Need for Speed World on Linux using Lutris. And for this example, I'll be using GE-Proton as a Proton version. So before we start, we need to download the necessary files. And first of all, that is the launcher. As we all know, the official Need for Speed World was shut down back in 2017, and this game is running on fan servers and third-party launchers. So for this, we are using the launcher Soapbox Race World. For that, we go to the website soapboxrace.world and we go to download launcher, which redirects us to the GitHub page. And here, very important is that we select the unix.release file, which is specifically designed to run on Linux systems in Wine. Okay, so which we have downloaded and kept here. So after this, we will go to Lutris, go and add a locally installed game. The name will be Need for Speed World. Then the runner will be a Wine runner. Release year 2010. The game options, we will create a Wine prefix in games. I'll be just creating Need for Speed World created. Okay, we'll use that as the prefix. For now, everything else can be left as is. I'm using GE-Proton. These we don't need, so we are disabling. And yes, DLL overrides, we'll be adding dinput8, which should be n comma p. We'll add that. System options, there is nothing we need to add for now. So just cross-checking. And yeah, we'll save this. Okay. Then what we need to do is to run Wine configuration so that the prefix is generated. So we wait, yeah, so the prefix is generated. So we just set Windows 11 and applied, which is okay. Then what we need to do is extract this. So we have this, which I'm just going to rename it to SBRW. Cut this, go to my games folder and Need for Speed the world, drive C, and I'm just going to paste it in the root directory. Okay, so we have the launcher copied. Next, very important is that we need to create a folder with the machine ID. Now this is important because some of the servers in Need for Speed World requires the machine ID to authenticate. So for that we will be creating a terminal. Now we will just create this tc/machine ID to the output. So this path is the same way /tc/machine ID. Okay. So this path is the prefix, the path to which the C drive is there. So we do this. Okay, so this should have created the file. Okay, it's not. So I'll just create etc. Okay, so we should have a file called machine ID here, which contains the machine ID of the system inside the prefix, and this will be used by Need for Speed World to authenticate. So that's enough for now. Now let's configure Lutris properly. Configure. Now we'll choose the executable from our prefix. Where is most world? Drive C, SBRW, launcher. Okay, we have our launcher. Now we copy this and create that as a working directory. And then we save. Then once we hit play, after a while it should open up the launcher. Okay, now we need to now the default settings should be fine, and here we just you select your language, and these two let it be defaults, and then we select the download mirror, for which I'm just selecting the first one, World United. and clicking OK, and then save settings and select the download install location. And I'll just select the default server, which I'm taking as World United Official. Select that. Now it's going to download the files. So this might take a while based on your internet connectivity. So I will join you back once the files have been downloaded. So we are back. Now that the main base game files have been downloaded, I'll just go to the settings and then I'll just edit user settings so that I can put it according to the settings I want. And so I'll just put custom, and I'm putting the resolution as 1920 cross 1080. Then brightness is fine, audio filter off. Yeah, so I'll just change it to kilometers per hour for my preference. And yeah, these settings, most of you should be able to run this game on maximum settings. There should not be any hindrance regarding that aspect. So I'll just save these settings and then exit out of this. Then nothing else need to be changed out here. Then exit. Now I'll give my credentials, log into World United, which is my email. And my password. I'll log in and I'll hit play now. Now each server might have some additional files, and World United is also one such server that gives you additional files. And let's just wait till all of these files are over. I mean, let's just wait till all these downloads are over so that we can get ready to launch into the server. So we'll be back once the files are downloaded. Yeah, we are back and we are close to finishing the download of the additional content the World United Official requires. Yeah, as you can see, sometimes you might get an error like this wherein which it says that it's failed to download the model order ASI with error 998. And yeah, server fatal error code 5. Don't worry about this. All you need to do is just close this, then yeah, Lutris will reopen. You just have to relaunch. And restart the game and you should be fine. And this game might take a while to load into the game, so don't worry if it's slow to start the game from the launcher. We'll just give it a couple of minutes for it to start. Okay, for some reason I think the settings haven't synced. That's not an issue. Well, I'll just set it up here. So 1920 by 1080. Yeah, okay. As you can see, I'm in the game and the map is here. I'm just moving that out of the way. And yeah, we are in. So this is it for the setup of Need for Speed World. Now, okay, I shouldn't have closed it like that, but So there is an additional step that you can do, which is completely optional, but it's a nice to have feature, and that is the Discord integration. Now with Proton GE, I think from version 11.2, version 11.2, I believe, there is built-in support to create a Discord bridge in Wine. So for that, we go to System Options, we go down inside Environment Variables, we add Proton Discord Bridge, set this to 1 and save. But however, for most games, while it works, for Need for Speed World in this case, I will just open up and show you the desktop. Yeah, I am on the official server page here. You can see here that the game is not being shown. Now, this is an issue with Wine Mono, particularly Wine Mono 11.2. So as far as I know, it's the standard Wine, the regular Wine install and GE-Proton, and most of the Proton versions that depend on Proton 11, Wine 11 ships with 11.2 as default as of this video. Now, the best workaround is to install a different Wine Mono version. For that, I'm just checking the Wine Mono releases in here, which is 11.3, and I will download the x86 MSI version, which I have downloaded here for my architecture. So for this case, in this, I will open Wine control panel and wait for it to come up, and I'll click on add and remove programs. So we have Wine Wine Mono 11.2 installed, for which along here I'll install an additional one, where in which I'll just go to my computer, Arch Linux home, my directory, download sbrw, open this and wait for it to install, which takes a while, but it doesn't show a progress bar. So after a while, I'll just click OK. If I open add or remove programs, you can see that Wine 11.3 has been installed. So with that, let's relaunch, and this time we should get we should get the Discord activity, Discord in RPC. So with this, our tutorial is complete. Now, if you did enjoy this tutorial, please do like, share and subscribe, and thanks for watching.